and today I have an exciting video in store for you. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. In this video, I'll be diving into the world of Terraform for beginners. If you are new to the infrastructure code or looking to expand your knowledge, you're in the right place. I'll be taking you through a step-by-step demo of creating an EC2 instance using Terraform. Here is the agenda. Prerequisites: you need to have a Terraform and AWS CLI software, and need to have an AWS account with AWS CLI credentials. This is my Git repo. I have the links to download and configure. I'm going to share this repo in the YouTube description. And this is my AWS account. I logged into my AWS account. I go to the IAM to create the account. This is the use identity access management. Go to users, create a user. Demo Terraform is the user I am creating for today. We don't need a management console access. And then attach policy directly. So for this, I am attaching a administrator access policy. Next, create user. Okay. So we have a user account with an administrative privileges, and I need credentials for this one. So for this, get into this user, security credentials, create access keys. So Terraform operates through the CLI. So you need CLI access. You don't need a tag here for now. So this creates an access key and secret key for this demo. So you need a terminal to configure the AWS. So here I'm using the VS Code, which has a plugin for Terraform, helps me to the formatting of the Terraform files. So now we need to configure the AWS. So commands for that are AWS configure. It's asking access key. Copy this access key, paste it here, and it's asking for secret key. Secret access key is pasted here, and is asking a region where you want to. Usually I use US West, which I'm closer to. This is an optional. The AWS credentials are configured. You can test it with the get color identity. This gives you that you have access. You got access to the AWS for the Terraform to run. Clearing it. Now let's verify that you have the Terraform software installed. Terraform version. So I have a v1.4.6, which is good. So I'm creating a directory for the Terraform to run. So for this, I'm using a demo Terraform AWS EC2. It's my directory where I'm going to run. So I go to this same directory here in the terminal. I'm going to go create a file, the Terraform file. The name for this is a main.tf. .tf is a Terraform file extension, and I'm grabbing a sample file. which I explained in the agenda. This has 3 blocks: Terraform block, provider block, resource block. The Terraform block contains the Terraform settings. In this one, a sub block is called required providers. In this, AWS is a provider which we are using. Provider is nothing but a plugin Terraform uses to connect to that. So in this AWS, and we are mentioning the source where it has to get it, HashiCorp /AWS, and version 4.16 and above is the version we are configuring for the Terraform to use it. And this in the provider version, in the provider, which region you want to use it. I'm going to use my resources in the US West 2. So you can have a credentials, you can mention it here also. Access key and security key. But that's not recommended, as this code might be shared in the Git and you don't want to expose your credentials. And so I configured through the AWS console, which are shared here. I'm sharing it. The third one is the resource. So this is what we are going to create the infrastructure, which is AWS instance. This can be any resource, ES3, EKS, things like that. The minimum things required for this AWS instance are AMI, which AMI you want to use it, and the instance type. I'm going with the default. All others are defaults. So we have the required file to run the Terraform. Now, you need to create the instance. For that, you need to run this. First command to run is Terraform init. So it's initializing the backend and also providers. I'll go over the backends at a later in a different session. So the plugins which it installed is HashiCorp /AWS v4.67.0. That's the latest, and it created this kind of file to have that record of that. You go through that Terraform file, providers, registry.terraform.io, HashiCorp AWS 4.16. So this is what the plugin it has downloaded. Yep. So clearing it. So Terraform init is completed successfully. So next command is Terraform format. So this one helps you if you have any issues correcting in your format. For example, let's say that my format is not right. So I want to see that this how is the Terraform format is helping here. You see that it corrected the format. Okay. Next, Terraform validate. So this validate that your Terraform code is right. Use this command. These are all optional. If you're confident that your format validation not needed, you can directly go to the plan and apply. Validation is done, so there are no successful. Okay. Next is the plan. This is also an optional. It helps you provide that what is the Terraform is going to do. In this case, Terraform will following the actions. It's creating AWS instance, name app underscore server with this configuration. The plan is 1 add, 0 change, 0 destroy. Clear it. Now this is the final command. Till now only initialization, formatting, validating plan only. Nothing is done on the AWS side. Before I run this one, I want to go to your AWS EC2 to make sure that there are no instances running here. And show you that there are no running, right? So now I run this command, Terraform apply. It's asking confirmation. You say yes, creating the instance. Takes few minutes, depends on how busy is your system or AWS at that time. Yes, it's taken about 42 seconds. Pretty fast, right? So you see that the EC2 instance is created. As is the demo, I don't want to run it for longer, so I want to go to destroy this instance. For that, Terraform destroys the command to delete your instance. Destroy it. Refresh it here. It's gone. Yeah, that's the end of the demo.